So let me start with my intro and I'll start with the uh, ITSM topics. Okay. And you can interrupt me anytime. Myself, Shreya. I'll be your tutor for this complete ITSM demo as well as the classes. Okay. This course is designed for almost 50 plus classes, almost 50 to 60 classes. That means 50 to 60 hours. Okay. Where we are going to understand the administration part, development part, and the implementation of each and every topic on real time instance. So, by implementing each and every topic, you'll be gaining that hands on experience, and this course definitely help you to gain the knowledge of someone who is already working in ServiceNow with an experience of 4 years. Okay, this is something I can guarantee you. It will be fun and more interesting to understand all the topics, especially the development topics again. Admin is also very simple and easy to understand. When it comes to development, it's fun and interesting actually, because the yes, there are few topics where scripting seems little complex, but we'll try to understand those complex topics also in a better way. Okay, this is something I'm going to do for you, and you will also get a recording after every day's class along with the notes. Okay, firstly, service now. What is a service now? See, when we hear service now, most of your friends, colleagues, family members, or your relatives, it could be anyone, they suggest like it's a ticketing system. Yes, it's a ticketing system. I don't disagree on this. It's one of the top ticketing system. But apart from ticketing system, there is a lots of scope for development here. Okay, ServiceNow is a very vast subject. We have a various modules in ServiceNow, and we are going to focus on ITSM. So, what is ITSM? Information Technology Service Management. Okay, so we have a modules like ITOM, Information Technology Operations Management, CSM, Customer Service Management, ITAM, Information Technology Asset Management, SAM, Software Asset Management, Hardware Asset Management. Likewise, we have various other modules in ServiceNow. But see, as we are going to understand the concepts of ITSM, it's a evergreen module, and there is no project that could survive without the involvement of ITSM. Because in ITSM, you are going to provide the services to the end users. Let's say I have bought a product from Amazon. There is an issue. What do I do? I raise a request, right? I get a reference number or a request number. I can track it. In like, how do I raise this request? Either by selecting the written option or some complaint option, or by calling to that particular Amazon executive, or dropping an email, or directly walking into Amazon office and I can do this. So these are the various ways. This is nothing but ticketing system only. But apart from ticketing system, we'll also see many other activities here. But this services, like whatever the product user has purchased, we are going to provide the services. Likewise, when someone is relying on a technology, and whenever there is an issue with the technical related issues, we are going to address them. We are going to fix them at the soonest possible using the technology. We have a chart bots we have a flow designer, workflows, transform maps, integrations, many other topics which we are yet to discuss in future. Okay, which are the highlight part of ITSM. And here the scripting is also very easy, because we are going to use the API pattern. What is API? Application Programming Interface. Okay, so I'll just share the screen meantime. Uh, the screen is visible, the pace is okay, or I'm going bit speed. Hello?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yes, yes, it's fine now.
It's fine.
So, this service now is not only limited to ticketing system, guys. There is a lots of scope for advancement of technology here, and we are going to develop them as a developers. And even AI is also being part of our service now. Everything is more automated. That is why many companies are in race of service now. right? Whenever there is a demand, that's how you got to know about ServiceNow, right? If there is no demand, you might have been known about some Google Cloud or AWS or Azure or machine learning, data science. Yes, there are many other technologies which are also giving their best. I don't say that only ServiceNow is best. No, it's not like that. There is a need of other tools also. If you are working for a project, you might be needing a Microsoft, you might be needing some VPNs, you might be needing some other X software. So it's nothing like we are not competitors here. Together, all the technologies makes the business more flexible, easy for the customers. Okay, but ServiceNow is also one of the very good competitor for Zira, Cheerwell, BMC Remedy. When we talk about BMC Remedy, it has ruled the market. Okay, now all the BMC Remedy companies or the partners are been moving to ServiceNow. Okay, that's because of some downfall. It was a very big hit for ticketing system. So now you can imagine all the big clients and big partners have been already migrated to ServiceNow. Okay, so ServiceNow is most user friendly tool. It's not complex to configure. Okay, and here one more advantage we have. What it is? Out of the box functionalities, OOTB we say. Okay, what is the advantage of this out of the box functionalities? You are going to have most of the activities available or predefined in ServiceNow. Okay, um, by ServiceNow, like whenever you get a product, here whatever you are able to see, this is an instance, guys. Okay, when you get your own instance, most of the activities, see here, these are all the menus, modules, applications. They are out of the box table, and many other functionalities are pre-available for us. You need not to define them, you need not to build them from scratch. Okay, and coming to APIs, application programming interface, where many methods are also predefined here. So you can directly call these methods and make the scripting part more easy and understandable and easy to code. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, and ServiceNow follows a ITIL version 4 principles. What is this ITIL? It's an technology infrastructure library, guys. So it has certain principles like it have a strategy, planning, delivery, customer satisfaction. Likewise, there are certain principles, and we'll be discussing the ITIL life cycle and all. So that is also one big hit because of the ServiceNow success journey. It follows the ITIL version 4 concepts, and there are many automated processes like workflows, flow designers, integrations, uh, many other concepts in ServiceNow that makes the development more interesting and fun. Okay, it's not at all a complex tool, but dedicatedly you have to give your every day 1.5 hour 1 hour for understanding like whatever we are discussing in the class, another half an hour for practice. Let's say while practicing you may come up with few queries, you can note down them and you can come back anytime. Like we can host some extra classes on Saturdays if necessary. We are planning to host classes from Monday to Friday. Okay, Saturday is an exception as of now, but if necessary we can also connect. We will also go through some mock interviews for admin related, for development related. So you will be more prepared for the interviews. Like you can face your own interviews. And topic wise, I'll be discussing the expected questions again. We are going to learn all the major topics, including the minor topics too, because there is no live project here, because every topic we are going to implement it. Okay, so by implementing, let's say there is a concept called business rule. There are four types of business rules. So we'll be practicing for all the four types more than 20-30 examples. Okay, we have a client script. Script includes UI policies, UI actions, everything in ServiceNow. Okay, and we are going to do it on this demo instance, guys. This is the instance. This is a free of cost instance. We need not to pay anything. How to activate it, I'll help you in tomorrow's class. Today is just a demo. Okay, so I'll just walk you through the instance. This is the logo of ServiceNow. So what are the versions in ServiceNow also, I'll help you out. What is our current version is also necessary for us to know. So ServiceNow logo, this is the ServiceNow logo, guys. um, it has been found by Fred Luddy, David Lu. There are many other. Uh, it's a teamwork, but this is one of the very big hit tool. Coming to the versions, what is the versions like? If you are using any Android or iOS, you keep on upgrading your software. Why? To have a better user interface, to have a better features, to enjoy all the latest features, right? Likewise in ServiceNow also, version to version, you can experience this advancement. Okay. See, it was founded in the year 2004, and the first name given was a GlideSoft. Later on, there were various versions in ServiceNow where most of the activities been upgraded to a top-notch level. Okay, and coming to our latest version is a URich. So how do I find these details? Here I can see my current version, which is the latest version. You can also get the release notes. So what is the release notes here? So what are the changes that they have implemented in this particular release? Okay, all this information we can understand from uh, release notes, and documentation is also clearly, it's a very crystal clear from ServiceNow, guys. There is a product documentation to understand the ServiceNow products. Like we have a various modules, as I mentioned, we have various functionalities. Okay, as a beginner, I don't know what is a UI policy. What do I do? And my manager has given me an assignment. So yeah, I'll try to get some information from Google or some other search engine. But instead of that, ServiceNow itself has given a notes where you'll get the navigation, where you get the relevant examples, where certain small video snippets have been attached. You can watch them and you can configure your own UI policy. Though it's a very simple topic, when you are a beginner, we don't know how to configure it, what are the best practices to follow, right? So those all we are going to cover here. So when you start working in real time projects, they might think that you have a very good knowledge in service now, because you will be following those practices, whatever we are going to learn here. There are certain best practices to follow. You should not delete everything. So some of us may not know this, and how to uh, deactivate certain things, or how, let's say I have deleted something, how do I recover it back? Okay. And many other best activities are best practices I'll be discussing while discussing the main topics. Okay. And coming to the versions, they started with a like summer, winter, this names. Say glides of like January, February, later with the season names. These are the month names, these are the season names. Later they started with the country names like Aspen, Berlin, Calgary, Dublin, Eureka, Fiji, Geneva, Helsinki, Istanbul, Jakarta, Kingston, London, Madrid, New York, Orlando, Paris, Quebec, Rome, San Diego, Tokyo, Utah, Vancouver, Washington, Xanadu, Yokohama, Zurich. And ServiceNow supports up to last four versions. That means if you are on Zurich, it supports Yokohama, Xanadu, and Washington. You cannot go back to the first version like Aspen, because the things are more upgraded in our current version. Okay, is it clear, guys? And the next upcoming version is Australia. For every 6 months, there will be a new release in the market. Okay, so whenever there is a new version, your user interface and most of the functionalities will be upgraded. And you need not to worry, we have a community again. So, what is a community? People who work for ServiceNow are all part of this community. It's a big family. Okay, so where you can share and gain the knowledge. Let's say there is some requirement your team has worked on which was not available by ServiceNow, so you can post some insights about it. So people who are eager to learn, or people who want to implement something similar, they can use your uh, insights as a key points. Okay, or you don't know something, like let's say I don't know client script, and I need some functionality requirement. Like let's say whenever the caller name is selected, I want to see caller's mail ID, whether the caller is active or not, what is the contact number, who is the manager. This all details I want to populate it on a short description or a description field. I want to write a client script for the same. So then I can just go to community and get some help. Anyhow, we are going to discuss those examples in real time. But yes, community is uh, a big blessing. What why I say, because even we senior developers, consultants, even we go through the community whenever there is a new requirement. We try to understand, is there someone who have already implemented similar functionality, or we can, you can also post your queries. Okay. And internally, when you work for a different companies, let's say I work for IBM, so we have our own ServiceNow practice. There are people who are all working for ServiceNow are into one family, and I can post my questions there, and some seniors or architects or even the junior developers who have a great knowledge on that particular area, they can just give me some key points so I can take it ahead. Likewise, it's like knowledge sharing. Okay. You need not to spend anything to create this community account. I'll educate you on that. Certification is also very important. Like, see, to measure your knowledge regarding any technology, they prefer checking your certifications, guys. That's most important. And ServiceNow have two types of certifications: micro certifications and main level certifications. Micro certifications are like where you need not to pay anything at all. It's free of cost. Even you can publish those certifications on your social media sites like LinkedIn, Naukri, or on your resume. And coming to mainline certifications, where you need to pay and get an voucher and clear this exam. It's not that easy to clear CSA, CAD, or ITSM specialist. There are many other certifications. Okay, so I'll also be sharing all this knowledge. Okay, as the pace is good, or should I take it little slow?
Okay, it's okay.
Okay. Uh, do you understand something, or it's like something I'm just talking on?
It's
Hello.
clear, Shri.
Thank you. So coming here, guys, I'll just walk you through this instance. See, this is a free instance. Everyone will have your own instance. ServiceNow is also called as a single tenant architecture. That means each one of us going to have our own instance, and we are going to work on this instance. This demo instance or a personal developer instance is almost similar to the real-time instance. Okay, 90% of activities that we are going to do here, you can be able to do it in your real time. It's 90% similar. Okay, so that's an advantage for you. You can gain that hands-on knowledge here. And we developers, consultants, everyone have our own PDI, guys. Whenever there is a proof of concept, let's say your client has given you a requirement, whether it is possible or not, you try it on your PDI only. Okay, so PDI creation from the day one itself is mandatory, and from tomorrow we are going to work on instance directly. So I'll be helping you how to create it, and what are the important things that we need to know. Okay, and now this is called as a unified filter navigator. Okay, you can search for any menu, modules, and all. Coming to favorites, you can add any module or menu to your favorites, like bookmarking it. Let's say every day I use one table. So I can also add it to the favorite. So I can quickly navigate it and open it from here. And coming to history, what was my past activity? See, 23 minutes ago, I was on the snow now 2025 table. And 1 hour ago, I was working on change request table. Likewise, the past activity can be tracked from history. Workspaces are nothing but people, as I mentioned, we have various modules. So people who are working for asset workspace, or any service operation workspace, or agent workspace, likewise they'll be using this. The concepts would be same, but the implementation would be different in workspaces again. So people who are good at portal and all, some of them will be working on this. Okay, so see, I ask you to be work in ITSM for a couple of years, learn other module and migrate and work on both the modules, ITSM or whatever the next module that you are going to learn. So there are high chances, if you have a good knowledge in at least 1 2 modules in ServiceNow, like for getting a great pay. Okay, and again admin and all, this is something, see, this instance is being managed by various other modules. So for that, admin, home, configuration hub, security center, subscription management, everything is being controlled from here. And this is the name of your instance. You have all the authority to modify this again. And coming here, this is the application scope. We have a custom application scope and the standard application scopes. The global is a standard one. The below are all custom application scopes. So we'll also be figuring out few important key points regarding this application scopes. Update sets. What is this update sets? Let's say in any project, we'll have a 3 4 instances. One is for development, one is for testing, one is for client testing, one is for production. Production means where the project goes live. So before passing all three other like development, testing, client testing, it doesn't go for live, right? So I develop something here on my development and I invested my 10 hours. I don't have to invest the same 10 hours or additional 10 hours on testing. I can move these changes. So using what? Using update sets concept. It is one of the interesting topic and where you use it every day. Okay. So we'll be doing everything in live. Okay, and this is a global search. What is a global search, guys? See, um I want some good restaurant near me. What do? I just open any Chrome or Safari, whatever. I type best restaurant near me. It suggests few things. Likewise, here someone has given me an incident number, and as I'm a new to service now, I don't know what is the incident. So I can paste any record here. It is relationally connected to multiple tables in service now. It fetches you the data and you can directly open the record from here. Okay. That is why it is called as a global search. And the name for this global search is a Zinc. It's a search engine, guys. Okay. And coming here, if you want to have any discussions regarding any case, what is a case here? As I mentioned, whenever there is some technical glitch, let's say one of the user want to raise a laptop request. uh, you cannot go back to your manager or a HR all the time, right? They ask you to go and create a request from Snow tool. What is Snow? ServiceNow short name is Snow. So there will be a catalog available for us. So just fill your details, select your current manager, project manager, and submit it. When you submit, you receive a request number and you can track it. Okay. Let's say you have raised a request, but it was been auto rejected, and you can ask your manager to check the status and they can have a sidebar discussion why it was been rejected, what was the issue over there. Okay, so and coming here, any analytics, we have analytics also. So those like dashboards and all will be here. Coming to help center, as I mentioned, the product documentation. Okay, you can also browse it from here and understand most of the topics of service now. Coming to notifications, let's say if you are handling a team, you would be either approving or rejecting multiple requests of your team. So all those notifications can be mastered from here. And whenever you create a new demo account, that comes up with the system admin details, but you have all the authorities to modify it or customize it. Okay, coming here, the first name, last name, business phone, mobile phone, title, email, date format, time zone, all these details you can see. See, we are on a view called self-service. What is a self-service? That means the end users who have a very limited access on ServiceNow instance, those are treated as a self-service users. Okay, for those users, the data is very limited. They don't have access to all the user data. Okay, this is called as a contextual search. When I just give a right click, I can see different views. When I just set it to default view, I can see more fields. Okay, this is how the views, roles, everything are very important. We'll be talking soon. See, user ID, which is unique for each and every user. First name, last name, your first name, last name. The title, for which department you work for, whether your password needs reset, whether it is logged out or whether it is active. If you're performing any internal integrations, you have to check this checkbox again. Coming to manager, who is your manager, for which company you work for, which location you belong to, what is your email, are you an human or a machine, your identity type. Okay, what all languages you can understand, which calendar integration you are using, what is your time zone, what is the date format, what is a business phone, what is a mobile phone. You can add your own images. Okay, all these details you can see it on user form. Okay, sorry, I'll get back to your queries. Okay, so this is a user form. These are all the fields, guys. So how do I create a user form? How do I configure user fields? How do I save them? Where is this user table? Everything. Likewise, we are going to learn each and every concept. Okay. So when I type users under user administration, we have a users. This is a dedicated table to store all users data. See, we have some 633 records. This data is a demo data, guys, or a dummy data. Okay, what is the use of demo data? See, while working on your demo instance to perform certain uh, implementation, if you have a demo data, it makes the work more simple for you, right? So this is out of the box table. That means this is again given by ServiceNow. Now, what is an incident? If I type on incident.list, okay, or if you type incident, there is a dedicated menu and the module. This is the menu. Beneath that, these are all the modules. If I just click here on all, it takes me to the incident list. What is an incident? Whenever there is an issue, someone goes and raise a incident. Okay, what happens? Let's say I'm unable to connect to you office Wi-Fi. Okay, I'll raise a incident to network team. So someone from network team are going to look into the issue and fix it, and I can decide the priority of the case. I can provide all my details. I likewise, whatever the issue, you can raise this incident. So this is an incident form. Okay, all the incident records are stored in a table called incident table, and on tables are nothing but a storage system in ServiceNow where you can perform many filter conditions. Okay, it will be very interesting, all those concepts. Okay, now I'll be just talking about this form, guys. See, number is a field. The prefix starts with inc, that means incident. Okay, when I just refresh it, it just gets incremented by +1. Okay, I will do some activity on this. I'll show you now. Caller, short description. These two fields are mandatory fields. If let's say I'm just trying to save the record, this is called as a header banner. If I give a right click and click on save, see, the following fields are mandatory: short description and caller, which are not filled. So without filling mandatory fields, you cannot save or submit the form. This is an error message. How this is working? Using a client script again. And when you talk about category, subcategory, so under what category you have an issue. Let's say if I select inquiry, I have some antivirus, email, internal application. If I select software, I have a different options. If I select database, I have some other options. So subcategory is completely dependent on category. Okay, and short description. So you have a few pick list already created. Otherwise, you can write your own concern. You can also provide more details about your concern. And coming to these are the fields that we have configured. Yes, you can customize the form. You can add more fields on the form. We'll also be learning what type of fields are available. All this we are going to do. Coming to channel, like using chat method, are you going to raise this incident, or by email, or by phone call, or by portal? What is a portal? I'll be showing you soon. Okay, virtual agent, walk-in. We have a various groups. Okay, that means concern teams. Now the issue is with database group, so someone from database group will be assigned here and they'll be working on this particular incident, and there is a concept called service level agreements, SLAs, that comes into picture. SLAs are most important, that they track the timeline, guys. Let's say we have a mm, two fields called impact and urgency. How much you are impacted with the issue, how urgent you want to fix it. So when you just give both the values as high, the priority is one critical. That means this incident ending with 204 has to be fixed in next 4 hours. If you are crossing this timeline, you have to face an escalation. How these things have been tracked, what is SLA, what is a breach in SLA, how to configure an SLA. Okay, we are going to learn all those topics. When I just scroll down, we have a related search where the knowledge management comes into picture. Okay, whenever I set the state to on hold, we have options like awaiting caller. That means I need some information from the caller, I can hold the case. There is a problem ongoing on this. So what is a problem, what is a change, what is a vendor, what are high cases of service. Now all this we are going to learn. As this is a demo, I cannot cover all the 50 plus topics in 1 hour. So we are just trying to understand all the synopsis of this. Now let's say if I want to stop this, my client has given me instruction that when someone refresh the incident form, it should not increment the number. Then right click. I'm showing you the tool configuration. See, ServiceNow all the time want us to avoid scripting. Let's say there is an requirement, something I can achieve it with the tool configuration. The other plan B is a script. Okay, when you go with the plan B, let's say your manager or a team lead, they know that plan A can also be a solution. Okay, when you go and propose your plan B solution, they may reject it because ServiceNow motto is to have a low code, no code system. Okay, wherever you have a feasibility of avoiding scripting, that is what ServiceNow wants. Okay, they don't want you to write complex scripts or script for every functionality. Okay, just give a right click here on the number field. Let me refresh. Go to dictionary of this field. What is a dictionary? The details about that particular field, what type of field it is, from which table it has been inherited, many other details you can see from here. See, so just come down, you can see dictionary override. So I'll just click here on dictionary override. What is this? I'll be discussing in our live classes. So I'm just selecting incident override default value. Okay, now from history also you can open your new records. See, it doesn't have any prefix value, but once you fill the mandatory fields, okay, you can select any caller. Caller is nothing but a user. Save it. See, the incident number is populated. If you refresh it for n number of times, it remains the same. And now let's say I want to make channel field as a mandatory. Let's see from tool configuration as well as from the scripts. So right click. From tool configurations I'm showing you for now. Scripts I'll discuss after this. Okay. Some network issues, guys. Go to dictionary. You can see the fields here, mandatory, read only and all. Update it. See? Now when someone tries to save the form, if they're not filling channel, it throws an error. See, the following mandatory field are not filled. And let's say we have a consent field. Let's make it read only. What is read only? Priority is read only. I can read the data, but I have no authority to edit the data. And these are called as a UI buttons. How we can create those. See, is it really tough? Am I making some 10-20 steps to make them mandatory or read only? No, right? Hardly 2-3 steps. You guys agree or not? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So from the script also, let's understand. Even scripting is not complex. Let's do one thing. Let's make a subcategory as a mandatory field. I want to hide service field from the form. I want to make description as a read-only field. Let's do that from the scripting. So we have a concept called client scripts. We are not discussing all the key points of client script now. We are just exploring one example. Just click on new. There it is. I'm selecting onload. That means when someone loads the form, so subcategory should be mandatory. So this is the scripting editor which is available by default, and we are going to use a API. Okay, API name is gform, glide form. I'm just writing this double slashes are like comment. Gform API. Okay, G underscore form. This is a syntax. Dot set mandatory. So see, to make it mandatory, we need the field name. It should be in single quotes or string. Value should be boolean. Boolean means true or false. See, make the field required if true, make the field optional if false. Best practice, use UI policy rather than this method. Okay, so this is the label name. This is the backend name. So you should always use the backend names while working on scripting, because backend names are system generated values. So I want to make it mandatory, so I'm giving the value as true. Now I want to add a field. Set visible. Which field? Service. The backend name is business underscore service. Either you can also type or you can copy paste. I don't want to see it on the form, so false. Gform dot set read only. Which field? Description. The backend name of description is again description. And I want to set some message on my short description. I can do that. Form dot set value. And on what field? On short description field. Short underscore description. This is a backend name. Since I work every day, I know the backend names. With practice, you guys also remember it. Today is Thursday. Now, if I want to set a dialog box or alert, I all hope you are understanding the demo. Okay. Don't worry, I'll take out some 10 minutes for our discussions. Like if you have queries, I'll answer them. Only thing, most of you are in a flow, so I don't want to disturb that. See, I hope you are understanding the demo. This is a dialog box. Subcategory is military. I really write some 10 20 functionality is being achieved. That's the beauty of
Your voice is
APIs, guys.
breaking.
Hello, I'm
Your
audible
vo-
now?
yeah, your voice is breaking.
Even now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay. So see, using this 5 lines of script, 5 different functionalities, I was able to do it on the form, right? So it's not too complex to do coding, right? Hello?
Where is the alert coming?
Alert when you refresh the form. It is taking time actually due to some network issue. This is the alert. Hi, all. Hope you are understanding the demo. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the scripting part is also not super tough. That is what I want to show you. And coming here, I'll just deactivate it. Now, what is a portal? Okay. See, when I just append it with SP means service portal. So end users, that means who are using ServiceNow, all the customers are going to raise an incident or raise a catalog request, whatever, they're going to do it from the portal only. Okay. So portal is also one of the, it is like our Amazon site, guys. Okay. How we shop from Amazon website. Likewise, here also you have a knowledge base, you have a catalogs, you have a request, everything. Okay. Let's say I want to create an incident, I can do it from here. That is a record producers. So ServiceNow's one of the backbone is a catalog system. Even that we are going to learn with various examples again. Okay, so create instance. So we have a out of the box record producer. It was something. See, create instance. There is a record producer. So from here, I can fill my details like urgency. I'll keep it 3. Myself, Shreya. ServiceNow. See. Something like this. I'll fill my details and submit it. So whenever I fill all my details, see, the incident is being created. So this global search, you can paste it. See, incident has been created. If you want to resolve it, you can also do it. All these actions we are going to learn in upcoming classes. And I'll just discuss about the order guide and let's jump back to your queries. So let's say I have been newly hired into this company and I don't know. So there is a order guide topics of catalog. So out of the box again, this is given by ServiceNow. See, the new hire package includes all necessary tasks to enable your new employee to be productive day on day one, such as hardware provisioning, software access, account creation, unless otherwise noted, all new employees receives the standard package. Like what all they receive: email account creation, Lenovo Carbon one external monitor, MS Office suite. So who is your hiring manager? All these details you can provide. So to which office you report. When you just go to the next step, you have options to select the laptop, the standard laptop. If you need any additional softwares, you can provide those details. Any standard monitor, you can fill those details. Okay, email account creation. Okay. Corporate VPN, desk setup. All these things you can do it from here. Just click on next. And under summary, you can fill all the details and request it. You can provide delivery information and you can just see a request is been created and you can also place this request that goes for approval. You can set this approvals like it has to trigger to your manager or senior manager. Hello, hello,
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes your
hello.
voice is breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay now. Hmm.
Okay, maybe some I have some network issues here. Sorry for that. Okay, so we are raising a request and we have a dedicated tables to save this request, and each of the request have a RITMs, okay, requested item information, and a workflow or a flow designer attached. Okay, all these concepts like incident management, problem management, change management, knowledge management, catalogs management, everything we are going to understand along with the client side, server side working APIs and scripting examples. Okay, so I'll be sharing the course curriculum with the team and they'll be forwarding it to you along with this demo recording. And from tomorrow, we are going to start with our first class. Okay, Monday to Friday, every day at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. we'll have a class. Okay, if necessary, on Saturdays we can connect for more time and clear our queries. Okay,
Uh,
so
Hi, Savya. I have some one doubt. I'm Subramaniam.
mhm, yes.
So, in this course, is everything will be covered like ITAM, ITA operations, ITO,
Sorry,
operations
Subramaniam, we
management.
cannot cover everything. ITSM itself takes more than 2 months. Okay,
Oh, okay,
no one can work on all the modules. Even
okay.
we, senior developers, we have a knowledge on 2 modules or max of 3. You cannot work on multiple modules.
So, in this course, what are the modules will be covered?
ITSM, ITSM,
Only ITSM and regular admin and development.
ITSM. In that only we'll have admin and development, right?
Okay, okay. Okay. So,
Hope you have
only
completed it.
ITSM is it ITIM also will cover here?
No, that is what here we are going to cover ITSM and introduction to integrations. That's it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, because
Mm,
that's itself will be around for 2 months or something. So
okay,
more than 60 days will be working, right? So I cannot add any other modules.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, if we want to learn ITIM or OM, then we have
First,
to
you have
take
to be
another.
familiar with all the ITSM concepts because it's like a base. Without this, even if you are learning other modules, again you end up understanding the concepts of ITSM.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure. So, how was the demo? You have any questions? The pace was okay or not?
Yeah.
Ignore about the internet issues.
Maybe from tomorrow it can little slow on pace.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Since it's a demo, right? I have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
cover
yeah.
all the things. Yeah.
Actually, I have one question. Actually, currently I'm working on HCL. So currently I'm working in the testing. So I want to move to service now. So totally, I have 5 years of experience. Total in
Mm-hmm.
testing only. So can I make it
Yeah,
as 3 years? Mm.
this ServiceNow course will help you with almost 3 to 4 years experience.
Yeah.
So you
Mm.
can also just highlight it like you have already 3+ years experience.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, you can do that,
Sure.
but you have to dedicate at least spend 1.5 hour every day, so that
Mm.
by end of this 2.5 months you'll be more familiar with all the topics.
Yeah, yeah.
And it will be easy for you when you start working for real projects.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Will
Um,
you provide any real-time projects also?
we are not going to provide because we are working on real time scenarios for each and every topic, right? I'll give you
Okay.
a scenario, you can work on a project, that's okay. But see, the course length itself is 2.5 months because we are understanding every topic here with implementation. If you want, I can rush the topics and give you a live project. It is of no use, right? We never know in which project what functionality they ask us. So it is good to have a hands-on knowledge on all the functionalities.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So if no questions, I'll wrap it up here, and tomorrow let's connect at 8 p.m. Okay. The team will be sharing you a link along with today's demo recording, and from tomorrow we'll have a notes. Okay. Monday to Friday, uh, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. we are going to have a classes. Okay.
Is classes are having offline also, only and online?
It's online.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. How about others? How was the demo?
Yeah, good.
Demo is good,
Yeah.
and understand your explanation is understanding clearly.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Sure, you'll also be loving the classes. Okay, so let's learn together from tomorrow. So all the best again, all the best for all of you again.